All right, so today let's talk about factoring. Factoring is a really useful tool in certain situations. And here's an example of one of those. Look at all these marbles we have. It says there are 15 blue marbles and 12 red marbles in a pile. And they want you to create as many equal groups of red and blue marbles as you can. So they're asking you to create groups. Each group will have red and blue marbles in it. The trick is that all the groups have to be the same. So what you need to think about is that you need to be able to divide up the blue marbles and divide up the red marbles into the same number of groups. And that's not too difficult. Let's start by writing down some numbers here. I know that there are 15 blue marbles and there are 12 red marbles. And I need to think about dividing those numbers up, so I want to think about factors. These numbers are pretty small, so I'm just going to make a list. 15 can be divided into 15 and 1, or 5 and 3. 12 can be divided into 12 or 1, or it can be divided into 2 groups of 6, or it can be divided into 3 groups of 4. Looking at both lists, I can see that 3 is a common factor. They can both be divided into 3 groups. So what that means is that I'm going to, and I don't know how many will be in each group yet, but I'm going to come up here to my numbers and I am going to try and divide them both by 3. Make this my little division arrow, right? I'm going to divide them both by 3. I'm going to put them in parentheses so I can kind of see them as a group here. And then I'm going to divide them both by 3. And that is going to give me, well, first of all, I'm going to write it like this. That it's going to give me 3 groups of, and now I'm going to write down what's in each group. Well, 15 broken into 3 groups would leave me with 5 blue marbles in each group. And 12 divided into 3 groups would give me 4 red marbles in each group. So these two things are the same. So let's take a look at what that looks like. I'm going to try and show you these divided up groups now. So here are our groups. Here's one group of 5 blue marbles and 4 red marbles. Here's another group, and here's another group. And if you take the time to count all the blue marbles, here we see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's all the blue. And the same with the red. It gives us the 12 marbles. So what you can see in the math is that this is one way of thinking of all these marbles, and this is another way of thinking of all those marbles. The common factor told us how many groups we were going to have, and what was left over here tells us how many of each kind of marble is in each group. So it's not too difficult. Once you find that common factor, it's just a matter of remembering how to write it. Okay, good luck with these.